Hello everyone! Today I will teach you how to make a full denture. So this is for all of my friends who have no teeth at all. To do this, we will first need to take a mold of your mouth and then cast that mold to make a model before shaping the denture with our heat acrylic gum. This is how our heat acrylic gum looks like. The material is soft when heated and hard when cooled, which allows you to shape the denture easily. It also comes with these two white and red beads, which allow you to change the color of the beads if needed. But I think this is a really good shade that fits well most, so I really just leave those color adjusting aside. To make a mold of your mouth, the kit includes silicone putty, which will harden when mixed, and it also includes trays for you to place them into and take the mold. And once you've got the mold, we've got casting powder to create the model of your mouth where you will create your dentures on. So I'll just start by taking out our upper tray and demonstrate how you're supposed to insert the tray in. So let's just pretend that my fingers are your cheeks of your face. To insert the tray, start by inserting one end of the tray and push the cheeks out of the way before sliding the other side in. So as you can see, the tray is centered in the middle of the mouth, and that's what you want. So let me just demonstrate again. You want to push the cheeks away, like how you can see my fingers being pushed away. You don't want to open your mouth too big. You want your cheeks to go soft and floppy so you can stretch them in like this, using one corner of the tray and then slowly sliding the other one in gently. And that's how you can comfortably get the tray in. You want to try this a few times before doing the real thing. If you try to shove the whole tray in like that with both ends in, it won't be very comfortable. So the right way to do it is to try one end in first and then slide the other in gently. For lower teeth, you just want to do the same thing. For the lower tray, we've got this horseshoe arch because we've got the tongue on the lower, so that arch is basically space for your tongue to move around. And it's basically the same thing. Keep your cheeks soft and floppy. Insert one end in, push the cheeks aside, and then insert the other end in. Very simple. If this is the first time you're mixing putty, I would recommend mixing a small amounts of putty together so that you have a feel of how fast the material sets before mixing everything together. You also want to practice inserting the tray in and out before doing the real thing. Once you're confident, you can start mixing everything together, and I will do it here with timer so you can see how fast I want to go. For the first 30 seconds, try to mix everything as fast as you can together, making sure you've got an even blue color. So I'm just folding the putty, kneading and mixing it well until I've got no streaky white bits anymore. Once I've achieved that, in 30 seconds is plenty for me to achieve that, I want to roll the putty into a ball and load it up on the tray. Make sure it's nice and smooth before inserting it into the mouth. So like what we've practiced just now, one end into the mouth, stretch it over, and then make sure it goes all the way in so that it can capture all the details and extensions of your mouth for you to build a good denture. So to sum up, 30 seconds to mix the putty, 10 seconds to load it on the tray, and 20 seconds to put it in the mouth. So the putty starts to set from about 1.5 minutes, so you really do have 30 seconds of buffer, which is more than enough if you need more time, but it's best to get everything in under 1 minute. And then I wait for about 5 minutes for the material to fully set. After 5 minutes, you can see that I can no longer put my fingernail print in it, and that's when I want to gently tease it out of the mouth. So this is how my mold looks like. It's nicely taken. With our mold, we can now cast it up and make our tooth model. So before pouring the dental stone powder in, I just want to oil the mold with either Vaseline, olive oil, or if you don't have any, soap detergent is fine as well. This just makes it so much easier to remove the stone model after it's set. The dental stone powder has already been carefully weighed out for you. 100 grams of that. Mix it with about 35 milliliters of water. So just double check the instructions in the package before mixing but I'm using 35 milliliters of water. Mix it really well for about a minute. And once you've got a smooth milkshake consistency, go ahead and pour it into the tray slowly. When the mold is about half filled, I'm just going to tap the mold gently to allow the mixture to flow evenly into the crevices of the mold before adding some more. Wipe down any excess so that you can remove the mold easily, and it just makes everything look cleaner. Leave the mixture to set for about an hour, and after an hour you can see that it's no longer glossy, it's got a matte finish and it's really hard. And to remove the model, all you need to do is to use a butter knife and gently go around the margins to loosen it. Then once you've got underneath the mold, you can gently lift it and pry it off the model. When you've got your model off the mold, it doesn't need to be perfect. It's okay if you've got air bubbles or some chips here and there, because really all you need from the model is the area without teeth, because that's the only area where you will build your denture on. Everywhere else without teeth, it's really not important since you're not going to be building anything there. So you just really need the area where you do not have teeth, and you can see those areas are captured really nicely and actually the most easily. So that's how you're going to make a model of your mouth. It doesn't matter whether you've got teeth or not, the process is really the same, but the model is just going to be a replica of your mouth and exactly how it's going to look. Now we're ready to start crafting our denture. Using a microwavable bowl, place a kitchen towel in it, and then you can pop the beads on. Now you can just add hot water off the kettle over the beads, and you can see that as the beads get warmed up, it becomes transparent. It's got this beautiful crimson red, and once you achieve that color, you know that it's become soft. So I'm just going to use this model of someone that has got no teeth, and we'll just help to build a denture for her there. Once the heat acrylic beads have been softened, remove the kitchen towel so that you don't burn yourself. And you can use your fingers or an ice cream stick to help you remove the beads. And then you can just load it over the model where you can shape the denture afterwards. So this is really soft. All you need to do is to press it all around. We are building the upper denture now. So we've got the palate, which is also known as the roof of the mouth. If you make your denture with a plate over the palate, it's going to make it more stable, because the palate makes a suction force for the denture and helps it to stick better. When you have molded the heat acrylic gum all over the upper denture model, you'll be ready to insert the teeth now. Just insert it over the ridge where the teeth originally were, and just gently press it down. You can also use your fingers to gently shape the gum contour so that it's got a more natural look. If at any point you find that the material starts to harden, you can always pop it back into the bowl with hot water and everything will soften up quickly for you. Another option is also to pop the whole bowl into a microwave for 10 seconds, and it will help the heat acrylic gum to stay soft longer. To make the lower denture, all you need to do is to mold the heat acrylic gum over the lower ridge. For the lower arch, there is a tongue, so we cannot make a plate. It has got to be a horseshoe shape. And to facilitate removal of the lower denture and upper denture, please remember to oil the model as well with Vaseline or baby oil or olive oil or soap detergent if you've not got those. I'm just inserting the whole model with my heat acrylic gum into hot water because I find that I prefer to work with the material being a bit softer just before I insert the teeth in. So I'm just aligning the teeth on wire, and this is great if you've not got any teeth at all because you can insert a whole roll of teeth at once. Otherwise, we've got individual teeth if you're making a partial denture, but you've got to insert the teeth individually, which is not a bad option as well if you've just got a few teeth missing. So now I've got my upper and lower denture. I've just smoothed out the upper dentures, that's why it looks a bit more red because I've just inserted it in hot water. I'm just going to show you the process of me just smoothing the lower denture out now. So I've popped the whole thing in hot water to get the material soft. And then this is how I just lift the model out so it's more comfortable for my hands. And then I'm just using my fingers to just smooth any bumps to make it have a very smooth and pristine appearance. At any time if you feel like the denture needs adjusting, just put it on the model and then pop it in the hot water. Now I've removed the lower denture. You can see it's really smooth and fits the model and your mouth only. When it's a bit soft, place it into your mouth and you can do final molding in it. So this is just a quick video that I've made in the past of me inserting individual teeth one by one. This is great for a partial denture if you still got teeth. We do have wired teeth and individual teeth for you to make both types of denture. So you can just let me know. Alright? Thanks!